Totally not crazy. No, I'm serious. I'm not crazy. My mom had me tested.
Ken Vannen.
So far, so good.
Surprise!
Okay. Okay.
Time to wake up, Ken Vannen. Warm-up is over.
Straight on. Yeah. You chillin', sign. Keep chillin'. All the people that pass by go straight on. You keep on keeping on, sign. 'Cause that's what you do. Yes, you're a good sign, aren't you? Yes, you are. Yes, you are. You're a good little sign. Who's my good little sign? You are. Yeah, you are. And I'm talking about a sign that we passed a long time ago. Ooh, I'm not crazy. Totally not crazy. No, I'm serious. I'm not crazy. My mom had me tested. Actually, she didn't, but that just proves all the more how crazy I'm not. Alright, where are they?
All silliness aside, the group included a new rider, which leads me to remind you of 3 things. First, always ride on your own tempo. True for experienced riders, but quadruply so for new riders. Either don't get rushed or ride with someone else. Second, give little to no advice to these new riders. While it's tempting to shower these riders with all your experience, all they need is a will to admit their mistakes, to learn, to not die until they do so, and to just have fun so they don't want to stop riding during this process. Third, time's up, on to the next clip. And that's why the third reason is so important to remember. Now that you're sufficiently confused, here's some more actual tips about riding in a group. There's a few obvious tips. The group should have about the same pace and not be too big. Generally speaking, 10 or less is best. Bigger to be divided into like riding styles. The lead rider should be faster than the average pace, know the road and or have GPS, and have big, clean mirrors. If there is a rabbit, he's not the leading rider and obviously he should be one of the fastest riders in the group. The closing rider should preferably know the road, but definitely have GPS. Keep in mind that the accordion effect means often the drivers at the rear will be setting the highest speeds. Signs for danger, rotation, passing, and whatever else should be made clear beforehand, as well as any rules that may apply. Be honest, don't be embarrassed, make sure you're on the same wavelength beforehand. Telling me your speed is average creates different expectations than telling me you barely dare to get your 500cc up to 90 km an hour, 55 miles an hour, on a nice straight highway on a nice sunny wind-free day. If you tell me you can handle a tour, I expect my 160 kilometers, 100 miles, 3-hour no brakes tour to turn into 4 hours. Not 7 hours plus 90 minutes in brakes plus me not being able to ride out the tour. Be honest and be clear. If If people say no, all the better for you. If they say yes, you'll both get that much more out of it. Having fun leads to more experience, leads to better riding, leads to more fun, leads to more fun. If you don't die in the meantime, that will lead to even more fun.
Thank you, bird! That's my daily adrenaline shot. Motorcycle drivers have acknowledged me. Now I have a smidgen of self-worth. I'm not sure I completely agree with the mapping on this one. Hopefully this is one road to go to more fun roads and a little intermezzo. Okay, here's a nice little river. Calm yourself down, it's an easy road for more twisties. There's been some fun roads on the right side if I check my GPS that it's passed by, so I'm not an expert and it's easy to criticize somebody else's work and it's hard to do it yourself, but you gotta be honest, I'm kind of wondering on this one. But still enjoying myself, so in fact, why even talk about it? I guess it's more of a sightseeing road, but there's nothing to see. You can't really speed up, not safely, with all these houses nearby. Just imagine going 100 when one of these things backs onto the road. Oh look, a blind corner, how fun! And a woman in the middle of the road. Ooh, cute doggy. Hello doggy. Woof woof. It's a little annoying with the high grass because you can't see the road, or more importantly, what's on the road, the little dirt or whatever, how the road lies. Sometimes be important. Single lane, two-lane road. Okay, let's try that again, but in English this time. Single lane, two-way roads are always a lot of fun. And I made a big mistake on that one. Way outside of the two-way road, big mountain. But we survived, so let's learn from it and improve ourselves. Oh look, pretty birds.
The VFR 800 is a good bike, no doubt about that, but each bike has its own character. You could say it's safe, boring and reliable. It turns well, accelerates well,
Time to take some punishment, bike.
and is well suited for long trips. Because of this, it's a great all-round bike for new riders. Keep in mind it's a bit heavy, which you can't feel at speed, but you need the muscle to keep it upright at stoplights and when pushing it into or out of your garage. If you're more of a reckless driver, you'll want a different bike, as the VFR 800 isn't really suited for wheelies, stoppies or other insanity. Also get a friend with a camera because crashes are some of the most popular online videos. Back to the bike, it's fully earned the sport touring category and Honda's reputation of reliability. That said, I spent over 2 years on it, and while it's still clear the bike has a lot more potential, I still find my eyes drifting towards other bikes. Maybe a raw naked bike where it feels faster at slower speeds, or one of those super slick super sports to watch the speedo trickle up near top speed on the autobahn. Or perhaps an all-round enduro bike for silly things like off-roading, dirt biking and beach riding. The mind wanders and the wallet is crying, right?
That looks fun for that camera. Hello.
There were more pebbles than can be seen on camera, but that doesn't matter as much as you fear. Do what you can to stay on your driving line and trust your safety margins to do the rest.
Survival reaction, yes, I have them too. Not the best way to react, but not the worst. Stayed nicely on the inside of the corner, so there were a lot of worse ways that could have gone. No more than one cheek off.
Turns out they were stopped to work on their bike because it was missing a bolt or something, which, as far as bikes go, can be pretty important. Riding well and safe in a group requires low testosterone and a high level of maturity, which two of us ran out of after 5 hours, half of which we weren't riding at speed. Sorry, Mom. I got him! Well, that was anticlimactic.
Ken Vannen.